What? For real?
Oh, snap! It's lactose-intolerant-rapper LP. That's crazy.
Oh, man. Just been kicking it about music all day, man. So do you play any instruments and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing a little bit of piano. I grew up playing a little bit of saxophone.
Saxophone? God damn it, man.
Playing a little bit of trumpet.
You gotta play some sax on the record.
I know. Here's the problem, though, although maybe I'm softening on it now, but at a certain point, I looked in the mirror as a kid with the saxophone, and I just looked at myself.
You thought
and
it was lame?
like, yeah. And I was like, and it was like playing Run DMC or something.
Like, this is what my jazz album is gonna look like. I can't go out like this.
And I just looked at myself, and I just
like
put it down. It was over. It's just really hard to look cool and be a sax player.
I play trumpet. You can't tell?
I can tell.
That's the way I rap. I rap like I'm trumpet solo. Yeah, I got that literally from trumpet playing.
That's amazing.
But yo, you got any like albums or like artists that you're like almost like a guilty pleasure that you don't like? It's dope to you, but you wouldn't really tell people about it.
Yeah, and I'm not one of those people that really feels guilt about music.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really care what you think. You know, but and I don't feel guilty about this, but I fuck with Lil Pump.
No, Lil Pump is dope.
Right, it's dope, and that's just me. That's a stretch for me to say that that's guilty, because I don't actually feel guilt.
Well, for me, I guess I got caught up in the whole nu metal phase at one time in my life.
See, I can understand a little bit of embarrassment about that.
Like Korn,
so Korn
and System of a Down.
Woo,
and
I mean, you know.
I was known to bump some Incubus on a Sunday. I swear to God, I can't make this up.
I mean, I'm not mad. Look, everybody that you just mentioned had some jams.
Yeah.
Everybody that you just mentioned.
I mean, System of a Down is like probably one of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah, they're hard.
Mm-hmm. Like, so what's some of your favorite bands?
Some of my favorite bands?
Yeah.
Talking Heads.
Yeah, of course, you know me.
You know, if we're talking about
my
bands.
last album was super influenced by David. You know what I'm saying?
David Byrne is you know, yeah, a huge influence. I met him years ago. I don't fan out much, but I was at some dinner and I met him. My version of fanning out is that I just don't talk. Yeah. That's me fanning out.
No, I talk like a motherfucker. I don't end up saying too much shit and embarrass myself. For real. I met Nas and told him my Coke story at Coachella, and he looked at me like a crackhead.
Right. That's one thing, you can't tell a Coke story to everybody.
I know, right?
Not everybody looks...
Especially not people that was raised in the 80s. Like, they was really, like, doing their teenagers in the 80s. They don't want to hear nothing about that. It's always...
It's like, yeah, that's cool. I said Coke destroyed my family. Yeah. You know. Nice story, though.
That's right. But, yo, I tell people all the time, like, you're, like, one of my biggest influences. If it wasn't for you, man, I don't think I'd be here right now. How did all of it start, man?
I got kicked out of high school.
That's how it starts for most of us.
That's how it started. Yeah.
So you was already writing rhymes in high school?
Yeah, I was writing rhymes when I was 10.
Damn, man.
I'm Jam J, the impossible child. When I tell my tale, all the girls will go wild.
See? That's how you know a real MC, when a motherfucker know they first rap.
Yeah.
Because mine was, my name is D, and the place to be, and I rock the mic so freshly. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, what is something different, like, far as, like, your process of, like, making songs and stuff that you doing now that you didn't do back then and you wish you could have told yourself back then? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. It's a really good question. I would maybe, you know, that's a really good question.
I know, right?
It is. You should have a show.
That's how you know I make music.
Yeah. One day you're gonna get out of this basement, Danny.
One day.